My name is Emily Labaton, and my memory of 1967 relates to an unheralded outcome of the Six-Day War. I was in 9th grade in central Manhattan, the Yeshiva University High School for Girls. We spent a lot of time that week on the streets of Manhattan with tzedakah boxes in our hands, raising money for Magen David Adom, the first aid organization in Israel. Those pushkas evoke memories of the terrible anxiety and helplessness we felt at that time. But they also tell the story of the support we felt from New Yorkers who were cheering us on and generously dropping coins in our boxes. One of those first days of the war, when we were still far from imagining the ultimate outcome, I was on 57th Street and 6th Avenue, a few blocks from school with a friend, and a man approached us, agitated. He was quite tall, with a goatee beard, intense eyes, and a powerful English accent. "You girls," he boomed, "collecting for Israel. Where have you been and where will you be next month? Your brethren in the Soviet Union are suffering, imprisoned, and the Jews of America are doing nothing." He gave a donation and stormed away. We were unnerved and very confused. Over the next month, his words echoed. Perhaps a year later, I figured out that the mysterious man was Jacob Birnbaum, the passionate founder and great hero of the Soviet Jewry movement. He was correct. A tragedy had been unfolding for many decades. Jews in the USSR had been torn from their religion and culture. They were stripped of their right to emigrate to join their people, and the Jewish world was silent. A year earlier, Elie Wiesel in 1965 and 66 had visited Jews in Russia and reported sadly, "What torments me the most is not the Jews of silence I met in Russia, but the silence of Jews I live among today." The Six-Day War changed us all. In addition to its transformation of Israel, the Six-Day War jolted Jews all over the world out of complacency. It turned young Jews into activists and gave voice to a generation of Jews who weren't afraid to campaign on the streets and in Congress on behalf of Israel and on behalf of Soviet Jews. On the other side of the world, the outcome of the Six-Day War pierced the Soviet propaganda machine and injected the Jews of Russia with courage and pride and hope. They defied the KGB to renew their religious life and applied defiantly for visas. They eventually chose Aliyah and made profound contributions to the state of Israel. Natan Sharansky calls Jacob Birnbaum the Nachshon ben Aminadav of Soviet Jewry for his fearless leadership. I will never forget that moment in the middle of the Six-Day War when he challenged me to my core and taught me about courage and arivut, Jewish responsibility. Happy Yom Yerushalayim.